Hello? There we go. What the hell? Professional. Hey man, this is how you get engagement at the start of the stream, you know what I mean? Whoa, the mic's not working. Whoa, I'm gonna need you guys to type F in chat. All right. It's time to get back into cows, guys. It's time to do some cows. Moo, moo, moo. We don't need no cow set. We just need runes. Runes and Death's Web. So I put a bunch of MF on. Basically filled up the inventory. I don't know how much the martial arts skills were doing for us. So, screw them. Kind of my opinion. But let me terrorize. Get started. Moo moo. Yeah, noon tomorrow. Moo. There we go. All good. What's going on, guys? How you doing? Happy Wednesday. Listen, today is third anniversary of being married to Mrs. Daly, and I told her, I hope you're not expecting anything, because I have to stream. You know, I said the viewers are calling me Daily No Stream Wednesday, Daily Liar, Daily Deceiver, all sorts of bad words. So, my priorities are clear, I hope. Nah, we celebrated on the weekend. Because, my wife works hybrid, but Wednesday is her one day that she has to work in the office. So she said, I'm gonna be tired. I don't want to go out. Let's go out on the weekend. Yo, what's up, guy? You've been doing Nightmare Cow since you got off work? Gotta get some 2-trap, 3 Lightning Century, low-level dual claws. Man, you are in it to win it with the low-level dual stuff, eh, dude? You must love Nightmare. I hate when we're farming anything but hell, dude. Hell is where it's at. Anything else just feels like a big old waste of time, man. But you're looking for something specific, so. Alright, come on. Let's see a beam tonight, guys. It's been forever. It's been forever. Yes, Hamdan. That's true. It could be one of the oldest tricks in the book. Oh yeah, it's fine. Yeah, go stream. Yeah. For sure, it's fine. I'm not mad at all. I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Man, I was doing some more research into what it would take to stream some of the older Pokemon games, even the newer ones, and it looks like the camera and mouth situation might be the best idea. So yet again, Ben's idea wins. What a surprise. Yeah, the methods for getting retro games into a streamer setup are quite expensive. It's crazy. Now I could just use an emulator, but you guys know I don't cheat like that. I play all my games legitimately. Yeah, Ben, the added benefit of extra income from the feet pictures is going to be good. Yeah. Sick of being right all the time? Sure. Alright, if you're so sick of it, I won't mention it next time, man. Didn't want to upset you. What are the odds we get a death web today, guys? 1 in, like, 1.8 million? Something like that? Doable. Very, very doable. Doable. How much am I going to charge for the pictures? I think I'm just going to let it be like a bidding system, you know? Otherwise, I don't think I'll really get the true value. I probably don't know my own worth, you know what I mean? Like, I put them up for $1,000. Somebody's willing to spend $10,000. Wow, Ben. All right, let me turn my cheats on then, really quick. Yeah, very. You know, whenever Ben offers to gift anything, that means that the odds are pretty much 0. That's how you know. Yeah, I still have faith that we'll probably get the Death's Web from, what's it called? From Pits. But there's a chance we get them here. It's just not a very good chance. Oh, this is players 1. Yep. Definitely not getting it if I'm on players 1. This is better. So much to think about switching between the barb and this. My little brain can't handle it. Yeah, we'll probably just get it from Pits, and if Pits takes too long, and it's the last item left, and we have Zod and Cham, I'm telling you, if we find Zod and Cham first, we're just going back to Andy until we find the Death Web. That's gonna be it. It's gonna be the old last resort. Because I don't see that happening anytime soon. You got a new skateboard yesterday. Turns out you remember how to ollie. So now you have a skateboard and a longboard? Is that what you're saying? One for travel, one for sick tricks? Look at you, man. You having a midlife crisis? What's going on? Or like a quarter life crisis, I guess? Nah, that's cool, man. I wish I could get back into skateboarding. I was never really into it. It was one of those things I wanted to be into. Because it was so cool, but my parents still have my old skateboard. I could go grab it if I wanted to. It's probably rusted and ready to break. I could put it in the background. Pretend like I can ride a skateboard. Ah, you plan on living to 200. Fair enough. Then you could afford a couple injuries now. Yeah, oh, that's good. That's great, man. Man, hopefully Ryan and Pedro have some time to hang out tonight. I haven't seen those guys in a long time. Might have to revoke the mod status. Unbelievable. What's the point of having a mod if he's never here, right? What's he got? Real life things to do? Stupid. I think I read somewhere through all the pirate software drama that pirate software's lead moderator quit his full-time job to be pirate software's lead moderator. That's crazy. Now, does that mean that he's getting paid enough that that is like a financially sound choice? Or that he's willing to live on very little? I wonder what that really means. Like, is it... I mean, who knows what he was making before, but let's just say he's getting paid like 60K a year to moderate. That seems insane. I mean, surely Pirate Software is making millions a year with the numbers he has, but 6 figures spent? Listen, I would never let a PM mod for me. Nope. That sounds absolutely horrible. I have to deal with that all day long, and then you want me to deal with it on my fun, relaxing streams as well? No, thank you. No, thank you. I just think it's crazy that you would quit. I mean, I guess it is a lot of work. If somebody's streaming full-time, and Pirate Software streams like 12 hours a day, 5 days a week or something like that, right? So I guess you kind of need to quit your job if you're going to be like a full-time mod, but... Crazy stuff, man. The world that we live in. Oh, the diadem failed roll. Damn. So I think we actually did lose a decent amount of damage by taking those martial arts skillers out. Welcome back, Hamden. Mods for e-girls pay for the privilege? Yeah, it's a little bit backwards, isn't it? But then I don't know how common it is to have like a lead moderator, like somebody that's just there all the time. I think the whole point of having like many moderators is that there's always somebody around when, you know, one person can be off and they're busy and somebody else is free, and then they kind of take shifts, so to speak. But that's the way I would see it. But I guess if you just want one guy that's there 12 hours a day every day, you gotta pay him. And then the craziest thing is that the whole drama, from what I've seen, shows that he basically uses the money he's paid to put back into private software. So a little bit crazy. Just make Ben the lead. He shows up every time. Honestly, if I ever really needed moderators, I'm pretty sure you guys know who you are. I mean, nobody's really here right now, but I'm speaking as if you guys are watching the VOD. But yeah, like if I blew up overnight or something, anybody who was willing to take on the role, all the regulars would definitely be getting it. Because why the hell not? But luckily we've had like a really clean channel so far. We really haven't needed any sort of moderation, so that's what I'm saying, Ben. That's what I'm saying. Listen, speaking of, well, how come you guys aren't view botting me? You know, I keep reading online about all these guys getting view botted. Unbelievable. I have to actually earn my views. It's kind of ridiculous. Ah, an actual unique. Yes, working sucks. That's why we're trying to make it big. Don't worry. I'll bring all you guys with me. When I'm huge and I have like 60,000 viewers every day, and I'm getting sponsored by gambling sites and casinos and doing crypto rug pulls on you guys, I promise you'll be there. I'll bring you with me. I swear it. Came in and tried to pick political flights. Yeah, I kind of remember that. I remember political stuff came up like one time in the chat, and like I think Pedro and Ryan were kind of like into it a little bit because they had some opinions, and then it just died down really quick. I was really happy because I was like, oh my god, I think this is the first time I'm gonna have to like consider enforcing rules, which was weird. But Guy, you love your job? Nice, man. I can't remember. Have you told us what you do? I can't remember. That's great though. I love my job too. In all seriousness, I genuinely don't mind. HVAC, okay. You love HVAC. Hey, fair enough. I guess it's probably not too rare for people in the trades to probably love their jobs. You get paid well. You might get to make your own hours and do your own stuff if you have that kind of position. Yeah, that's my understanding, Ben. Heating, air conditioning, that kind of stuff. I don't know what it stands for. Heating, ventilation, air conditioning. I don't know. Nice, Amden. That's awesome. Well, I'm glad you found me. I appreciate you you being here all the time and chatting. Obviously helps out the channel a lot. Makes it easy for me to farm cows endlessly when you guys are around for a chat. Genuinely. My last class, I think, is next week. And then after that, I'm hoping to have an extra day a week. Because normally I have class on Thursdays. So I'm going to talk to the wife and see if she's okay with me doing an extra stream instead of the class. So that'd be fun. But I do plan on perhaps making it like some not variety, but something else. Like I might just do Pokemon, or I might do The Witcher or something like we talked about. If not, maybe we just go all into trying to find this damn Death's Web, because otherwise we're going to be here forever. But we'll see. Just got to finish up one assignment and then get this exam done, and then we're done. It's so boring. Like, I like school typically when I have like an actual goal in mind, but I'm basically just getting this class done to get my diploma, because I already have, you know, the job and everything. So I feel in my head it's kind of useless, but I know that on the off chance I ever need to prove that I finished school, I should probably get this done. So it's been a drag. Yo, what's up, Trace? Welcome, welcome. You still have nightmares about school? Was it bad for you, Ben? What do you even go to school for as a PM? I had, when I interned, I had a PM intern alongside me, and she went to school for, I think she was in school for business. I feel like you can go to school for a lot of different things to end up as a PM. Playing some Minecraft, Trace. Nice. Nice. Maybe I should start streaming Minecraft. I'd have like 1,500 12-year-old viewers within the week. These are actually, wow, 40 cold eyes. Love to see it. Yeah, I haven't played Minecraft in a long time either. But I never really played the mods either. I used to watch Rooster Teeth, like Let's Play, all the time, and they played a lot of fun stuff. And then, you know, like they played, for example, there's like a Minecraft mod where you can go to space, and I thought it was the coolest thing ever, and I went to go play it myself, but I had no friends that played Minecraft, so trying to do what they did as like a group of 5 alone, it's not the same. So I ended up just watching. I also tried that one where you start on like one block, and you have to make everything from that one block. Pretty cool. You're playing a mod pack called Greg Tech New Horizons. Interesting. Is it one of those like full out RPG style ones? Minecraft gets crazy when you start installing mods, man. It's a whole other game. Bachelor's of Business and Bachelor's of Game Design, Ben. Wow. Yeah, I'm gonna hazard a guess and say the game design was your pick, huh? Pretty cool, man. Do you feel like you learned a lot with the game design one, or is it all... I've heard a lot of things about going to school for game design and like game development, and I've heard that it's very like, what would you say, like deprecated? Like it's kind of, the stuff they teach you is either old or becomes old very quickly. So if you're not like really on the ball when it comes to learning the newest technologies and stuff, you don't really benefit very much by doing it. But yeah, Bachelor of Business makes sense for the PM side of stuff. Yeah, I really want to make a game, but I'm having a really hard time staying motivated. I don't know what it is lately, just having a really hard time sitting down and actually putting in the grind. It's all the YouTube shorts, man, I'm telling you. For your capstone projects, you were the group lead and the stakeholder manager, which is probably how I ended up as a PM. You were the PM, let's just be honest. Just say how it is. Yeah, Trace, you always talk about those Warcraft 3 maps. Hey, listen, that is game design. Like, I think even when you're doing, well, I guess it's more world design or level design, right? But still, I think you have to have a pretty good understanding of that kind of stuff to even use like built-in mod packs and like mod, what are they called? Just mod packs, I guess? Just the tools, right? Like, I know CD Projekt Red came out with one. for The Witcher recently, which is pretty sweet. And then, of course, the Warcraft 3 one is pretty well known. Maybe I do, Ben. I tried to PM myself. I made a free trial on Jira. I was trying to make tickets and epics and all that crap. And it's actually a lot of fun making all those. But then when I realized I had to do all the work too, and I wasn't just making a ticket called build the game, and then when I click done, the game is done. It's too hard. One day. One day. Maybe what I need to do is start a little smaller, because in my head I have this, you know, huge project that I want to get done, and maybe I should just be spending my time making like a tiny little game just to prove that I can, and then move into something bigger later. Maybe I'll just join a game jam or something and make some silly little game. Problem is, I've committed to this goddamn Diablo 2 Holy Grail. It's eating up all my damn time. No, Ben, it's a fake job. It's a fake job. But I won't tell your boss. No. I won't tell your boss. Not yet, anyways. PM. It's just a couple letters. It's not a real job. Oh, come on. We still haven't found an actual 45 lifer, have we? I think we have a 40... Maybe we do. I know we have a really high level... Or high life... Java charm. I don't know if it's 45. Cows can be a little bit dry. It's interesting, the density is so high. You would think that you'd be getting more set items, more uniques, but they just don't seem to drop. It's a little bit weird. That's alright. Yeah, that's how you do it, Trace. That's how you do it. You start that stuff young, and then you just kind of have a knack for it, right? Yeah, that makes sense, man. Nothing too specific, then. I mean, game design is important if you're going to design a game. But maybe you use some of your game design knowledge to design a home instead. It's pretty valuable, right? I bought a book on game design, an ebook. So I'm going to try to read that and hope to get some inspiration from it. And hopefully it puts me in as good a position as somebody with a degree. I think the chances are high. Use a lot of the UI UX knowledge in e-commerce. Is that what you do at work, or do you do e-commerce on your own too? I tried building an e-commerce website once. There's just a lot of like tools out there for creating that kind of stuff. I was trying to write it from scratch with React, and it was fun. It was a really good project, but God, some of the tools out there are just so good. You have to wonder why you would ever do it without them, like Squarespace and all that kind of stuff. Okay, all right, Ben, just making sure. Listen, I never said the word dropshipper, but I was about to. It'd probably be pretty rough for you to do dropshipping in Australia, I would assume. I feel like dropshipping is a lot more feasible in the States. Probably still doable, but I just feel like there's a bigger market for the kind of stuff that you would dropship in America. Yes. God, Kane sounds like he's about to fall over and die any second now. Poor guy. Yeah, fair enough, Ben. I guess I was just trying to give a little bit of props to the Australian people for being smarter. Order their stuff from China themselves. Did we see the Borderlands trailer? I did not, Hamden. Is there a new Borderlands? I never played any of those games. We've talked about Borderlands on the channel before. Lots of people have mentioned it. I never got into it though. Borderlands 4. Jeez. Who makes those games? Let me see. $2K Games. Damn. Oh, the pictures look cool. You got your leave approved, Ben? Did you actually take time off for Borderlands 4? Wow. How are you gonna take time off for that when there's Diablo 3 seasons coming, I'm sure. Come on, man. Get your priorities straight. Thank you, Trace. I hope so, but it's extremely unlikely here. But I really hope I get it today so I can make Ben give me money. That's all that matters. Alright, got it. So Randy Pitchford is insane. Got it. I wonder what the odds are for Death Sweep here. I'm gonna see. Let me see on Silos. I am curious. I think it's like 1 in 1.8 million or something. Terror Zone level 96. Death Sweep. Let's see. Oh, 1 in 14 million. Yeah, 1 in 14 million. So, definitely not happening. We're definitely just here for the runes. Jesus. I don't think I've seen it even drop an Unearthed Wand. So, yeah. I think, honestly, Andy's probably the best bet. I mean, we all knew that already, but I really would like to avoid getting it from Andy if I can. Just for the sake of having a little bit of dignity. But it might end up being that way in the end. But hey, there's still a chance. 1 in 14 million? There's still a chance. Next time make an online grail and use bots? Hell yeah. Yep. Randy Pitchford USB medieval times. I don't know if I want to gamp. I don't know. That seems like a pretty crazy Google. What the hell does the USB have to do with anything?
Greetings.
$20 Zod and 40 champ per minute. How many accounts do you think I'm botting on? Maybe we'll do some chaos at the end of this hour. I think Diablo has a pretty good chance of the unearthed one. Yeah, Ben, do that. No, I've never heard of him before. Oh, a beam like we asked for. The Mal Rune. I mean, it's low, it's medium, it's mid. But we got a beam. We'll take that. Very nice. Something, you know? As soon as I start talking about moving to another map, the cows are like, no. Stay. Not too shabby. Let's see what the odds are for a Zod. Rune, Zod, fine. Now, 1 in 992,000. So pretty good odds. According to this, we are going to find 15 Zod runes before we find the Death Sweat. Pretty sweet. Yeah, Hamden, what do I consider a high rune? I would say, yeah, Vex is basically the minimum. Yeah, anything above a goal. I think most people would agree with that. I know some people start at like low, but Vex is definitely a high rune. Yeah, 15 Zod runes before Death's Web, huh? No problem. And then will we finish the Holy Grail like 2027? Pretty good. I like it. You consider runes that you're happy about a high rune, and because of Hodo you tend to be happy of Vex. I think that's the exact same way it works in my head. Like I don't get happy about a goal rune because I'm probably never going to use it, right?
Yes.
I mean, Vex is one of those runes that it's kind of like, I don't know, super useful. I was gonna say maybe it should be higher, but then everything above it is also very useful. So I think anything Vex to Jaw is basically like the golden zone. I really wish that Zod and Cham had more use for how rare they are. You know, like it almost feels like Jaw rune should be Zod rune and Cham rune should be Burr rune, you know? But I don't make the rules. Wow, lots of cows. Holy moly. Yeah, Cham has Metamorphosis now. I don't know how useful it is, though. Like, it's nice that it has something, but I don't know if it's, like, a saving grace. I basically just the fact that Enigma is, like, the go-to item for so many builds. It would make sense for that to be the rarest. But I guess it doesn't have to make sense. And then Zod for ethereal items is pretty much beyond me. I guess that's more of a PvP thing, right? And I'm just not in that world at all, so. Metamorphosis is insanely strong. Okay. Is it on the same level as Mosaic for the Sin? Like, is it that kind of level? I hope we will get one. And when we get one, I want to use it for that. So I would love to see what it's like. Not even close. You guys are hyping me up, man. I'm over here like, wait a second, there's a second Mosaic? Gotcha. So it's like a cracked out rune word, but it's not one of those that brings you into, is this even D2 anymore? That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, well, like I said, if we find one, if we find a Cham rune, as soon as we find a Cham rune, I will turn it into Metamorphosis and we'll give that a shot. We'll do some Ubers or something with it. I'm not gonna commit to making every rune work because Last Wish will probably make me cry. Yeah, if I don't have to cube it. That's basically the ooh, nice one. Wow. Damn. Yeah, that's the small what if is if we don't get a Zod naturally, then no Metamorphosis. Because it'll be cubed, but this I'm staying positive, Ben. We're gonna find a Zod rune naturally, okay? I'm staying positive. I guess there's a higher chance we get the Death's Web from the Cow King himself. Didn't think about that. The Cow King, man, he's got deep pockets. Yeah, 40% max HP is pretty nuts. What the hell? 40%? Christ, the bear's got to be like 12k HP. Yeah, that's crazy. Well, hopefully we find a Zod rune and then a Cham rune, and then we can turn that into Metamorphosis. On the Druid, you have 10k anyways, yeah. Yeah, the Oak Sage is a big one. You could take it off and keep the 2-minute buffs. Wow, so if you really want to min-max, you do some short runs and have something else to put on. Well, I'm glad they gave Cham some use. That's definitely nice. But it doesn't help me if I don't have a Cham to use. You drop it and leave the game. One-time use. One-time use. No problem. We'll have another Cham soon, right? Okay, just a Malrune. 50 minutes of cows. We have one Malrune. You know, could be worse. Could have no runes. Could have Ral rune.
Good day.
I think I need to up my beam settings, man. I kind of don't want the beam unless it's a Cham or higher. Don't even show me Jaw runes, you know? I'm just over them. Yeah, Countess to Zod might be the way to go, man. At least that way we're guaranteed runes every time, right? Like, I want to be guaranteed runes. At this point, I'm a little bit sick of RNG, man. Normal Countess. Oh, yeah, just in case. Just in case, right? What if I find some sweet low-level dueling short swords or something? Like, I can't miss that opportunity. That's the thing. Yeah, 1 trillion runs. 30 seconds a run. 30 trillion seconds. What's that? Like a week? Yeah, maybe that, or maybe some more summoner runs, like I said in Discord. Arcane Sanctuary is looking like a pretty nice place to be. Summoner has a decent chance on the Death's Web. Ghosts have a decent chance on the Runies. Like, I wonder, actually, what are they called? Apparitions? No. Wraith? Let's see. Arcane Sanctuary, yeah, Spectre. 1 in 384,000 for the Zod rune. 1 in 380. So basically 3 times the chance. Now, you're not going to be killing nearly as many, right? But pretty crazy. $951,000 years. Okay, okay. Yeah, the void. The void in the Arcane Sanctuary, man. That is definitely the place to be. Ooh, some drackies. Some ethereal dracs. Okay, even when the cows drop you something nice, they tease you. Too bad. Yeah, that void in the arcane sanctuary. I wish there was a way to just like suck all the apparitions right onto my body. For science.
Greetings.
Just guarantee that the item drops don't fall into the nether. Yeah, Diablo 3. I mean, one of many reasons why Diablo 3 is just a superior game. Just look at the players count, right? There's a reason. Moo. Yeah, Diablo Immortal. See, you can play that one on your phone. So, I could be playing that while I'm playing this. In fact, you guys don't know, but I am. Every time I look at my phone, it's because I'm doing whatever you do on a Diablo Immortal. I don't really know what you do. Yeah, I tried Diablo 3 with Ben's advice, a little bit of guidance from Ben. It was fun for like 5 hours. Yeah, that one will go down in the history books, Ben. That was a wild statement. Do you guys not have phones? Love that. Spent all my money on a PC to play Diablo. Now I need a phone? Oh my god. The requirements are getting out of hand. Red magic. What's red magic, Ben? I actually don't know what that is. They're nerfing Mosaic? They better not. If anything, they need to buff this. Oh, look at that. That is a beauty. I wish we could roll a green pelt that looked and felt so good. I might actually play the Druid if we got something like that. SOJ? Never SOJ. The gaming phones that all the YouTubers advertise? I've never seen that. Must be an Australian thing, Ben. I've never heard of that. Gaming phones. Are they phones that just have like better processors that are supposed to be better for games? I cannot play games on my phone. Like I'm a big screen lover. So if I can't play on a big screen, I just won't play. Mosaic needs chance to cast lower res. Yeah. 50% chance on each one, right, guy? 50-50 makes 100. Yo, what's up, Jay? How's it going, man? Welcome, welcome. You've missed absolutely nothing. Oh, you play Balatro on your phone? I didn't even know you could do that. I play RuneScape on my phone if there's something that I need to do, but I would never do it like religiously. Like I have an iPad. That's about as small as I'm willing to play on. And even then, I'm not like huge into that. Have I had any sponsorship offers yet? Just that one, Ben. Just that one. I had one offer from like a Diablo 2 item site. They offered me $500 a month to put, I think it was like a 15-second segment at the start of my videos. And I politely declined. Yo, Crypto! Appreciate you, brother. Thanks for being here. I'm sure it's coming soon, man. 1 in a million. Oh, Jay, you're still working on that bathroom, eh, man? Jay, do you watch South Park? Have you seen the one of the most recent episodes? I don't know if it's probably last season where they're talking about the Japanese toilets. You need to get one of those, man. It is an experience. +9 Phoenix Strike. Listen, guy, to be, you know, the devil's advocate here, at the very least, when you have like +9 to energy shield, that's usually like a pre-buff thing, right? I've never played like a sorceress that uses that, but that's pre-buff, right? So you swap off of that. Now, maybe I get like a +9 to fade on my swap or something. I could take that. You don't have Japanese toilet money, but you will be getting a bidet. There you go, my man. Very smart. Hell yeah. But no seat warmer, no music player, ambient lighting. Come on, man. The Randy Marsh episodes are great, dude. He's a great character. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought this was America. Hey, that's a good one. We'll keep that. I need that for Ist runes in the future. Yeah, I don't know. I was not too impressed when we went to Italy. I think it was the first time my wife and I got a chance to try a bidet. We were not too impressed. A hairdryer and a Bluetooth speaker. There we go. Good old redneck Japanese toilet. You gotta love it, Jay. That's a great idea, man.
Not here.
Love that. This tastes like shit. Yeah, but wait, just keep eating it. Keep eating it. What does he say? He's like, of course it does. It's vegetarian or it's vegan or plant-based or whatever. But just keep going. Crypto, you're a fan of the... Number one, you're a fan of the all caps right now, but you're also a fan of the bidet, huh? I don't know. Maybe I did. Maybe I wasn't using it right. Maybe I got a faulty one. But there's definitely something to it because one of my closest friends has one. He bought like an external one that you just attach to the toilet, and he's in love with it. Must be user error. Good old user error. Use caps for your work. Crypto sounds like you're using SQL. Is he the new old man in the chat? Maybe. All my other old men have retired, man. I'm losing fans, dude. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm losing fans, man. I'm gonna have to start paying you guys to tune in. Way she goes. Way she goes. I wonder if Ryan started a new job. Doesn't have time for us anymore. It's okay. We will have new community members soon when I branch out to the Pokemon part of YouTube. I'm telling you, man. There was an untapped, well, no, it's heavily tapped, but they need me. They need me. I feel like there's a lot of gaming niches that have just been waiting for somebody that's just really bad at video games. Hey, Jay Bake celebrating 4 months. Let's go. You don't get a new color until you hit 6, though. But then you're gonna get, I think it'll be purple by then. I don't think anybody has purple D's yet. I think it'd be the first one. Ben, Pokemon is the way to go, dude. I'm telling you. You put me on that list. I'm sure it's some kind of really good list of favorite people. The list that Santa has for kids that were good that year. Oh, man, there's so many good lists out there. I'm excited to be a part of one.
Good day.
Everyone else is quitters. Yeah, so true. Damn quitters. We don't need them anyways. The listed Fobbs kids. Okay, hold on. I don't know if I'm comfortable being on this list anymore. Hold your horses. Let me reconsider. There's still time to reconsider, right? Listen, Ben, you're out here buying skateboards. I'm out here playing Pokemon. We're basically the same. You know? We're going through the same thing, man. Just you would be bullying me is the only real difference. Hey man, nothing wrong with Pokemon and Minecraft, dude. Now, You can even put those two things together. Pokemon in Minecraft. Even better. I'd take great offense to that. Not bad, actually. Cobblemon, is that what it's called? Why am I getting an Amazon code? Who's trying to get into my Amazon? Yeah, I knew it was you. Okay, come up and get the code if you want it. Because knowing these guys, if I say the code out loud, we're gonna have Ben ordering stuff on our Amazon. Yeah, Jay, honestly, man, we've talked about this before. There's not too many rules in the chat, but I think I've just come up with a rule. We're not gonna mention me trying to meet kids. I think that's a fair first rule for the chat. No insinuating that Daily meets kids. No. None of that. None of that. Mods? Where are my mods at? Anybody? Any mods? I know, I know. Hi. Here. Can you get me more coffee as well, please?
Whoa.
Yeah, I know, I know. Huge request. Pull a list on the stream. Yeah, well, we know you're gonna use it. Just use it. I think Ben's supposed to be donating like $100 tonight, so we should be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yo, what's up, Bob? I didn't see your message, man. Sorry about that. No hirings. We found a Malrune. That's it. Yeah, here, you can use this mug. The newlywed mug. I chose it specifically.
Did you say what day it is?
I did. I told everybody it's our anniversary, and I decided to just completely ignore you and play some Diablo instead.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where's my flower?
Where are your flowers? Oh my god, I didn't put them out? I'll put them out after the stream.
Oh.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah, seriously. Seriously could have used those mods there. Maybe Mrs. D can be a mod. I like that idea though. Jay, putting a bullet list on the stream every day, just Daily doesn't like kids right up here in big red text. No, we went to a really nice dinner on the weekend. We had a really good time. We don't really go out for dinner that much, and like we just don't like spending money on food out, but we had a really nice dinner. We went to the movies. Told you guys about that. So we had a good weekend, a good long weekend. New day, new rule. I think that I don't think we need new rules. I think that's just the one rule forever. Listen, Pokemon is not for kids. All right, I'm just gonna be very, very clear about this. I want to get into world. I want to be a world champion, Pokemon master. That's what I want to be. Okay, and there's no kids. There's no kids doing that. Okay. Just men. Well, no, women too, but adults. Ash was 12. Ash is still 12. Okay, so sometimes you got to treat yourself. Absolutely, yeah. We normally wait for like vacations and stuff though. Like we'd rather do that. You got to pick and choose, you know, when you're saving for grown-up stuff like a house. Ben will tell you. But yeah, it was really good. We went to all you can eat sushi. And they had more than just sushi. They had some really good stuff. I want to go back. I want to go back right now. They had some short rib that I'm currently mouth watering over right now. Okay, okay, guy, come on. No, Epstein did not like Pokemon. No. Actually, I think he hated it because he said there were too many adults, not enough kids. Pretty sure that's what he said. Thank you so much. Yeah, I was falling asleep before the stream, so I decided 1,800 milligrams caffeine, please.
Hi, everybody.
Yes, everybody's saying hi to you, and they're giving you flowers for me, so yeah. Yeah, like I said, Hamdan, Adventure Time is one of those shows that's like, it's a kid show for adults. You know, like I never thought that Adventure Time was a kid show per se. Like kids could watch it because like a lot of the stuff would go over their heads, so it'd probably be okay. But it's definitely not for kids. yeah, I'm begging she does not show up in chat again because that's a little bit nuts. Yeah, Trey, SpongeBob, like SpongeBob is definitely a show for kids that's also a show for adults. But they did a really good job of putting some adult jokes in there, that's for sure. Where are the high runes at, man? What's going on here? We're supposed to have like at least 5 by now. If we get a couple more jaw runes, dude, we could just cube up to the Zod. Actually, if you think about it, guys, if you think about it, we are way closer to finishing this grail than you might think. If we just get like a bunch of burr runes and jaw runes and cube them all together, we're done. I used to watch SpongeBob all the time. We love SpongeBob. It's good stuff. Shaman to Zod counts? Yeah, I'm not reducing it to like a natural drop. Should go back to LK? I probably should. Ben coming in with the good ideas yet again. It won't count in your heart? Oh my god. It counts. It counts. If I could cube up to a death web, I'd do it too. I can only handle so many cows, guys. See, that's what I'm talking about, Ben. Give me a rare unearthed wand, and I have my item. Cha-ching. Yeah, I never thought I'd hear the day that Ben suggested lower crust. That is nuts. I think he's just worried that we're gonna find a death's web. He knows the chances are super high here. No.
Good to see you.
All we got is a Malrune, guys. I'll give the cows a break. They've been good to us. Burrune, Jawrune in like a week last time. They need some downtime. Give it a week or two. It'll be all right. It'll be a-okay. Almost level 95. You know, I really thought a while ago that we would have a character at 99 by the time we finish the Grail. I'm not so sure anymore. It's definitely possible, but I am not so sure. How many jaws and birds do we have? I think we have one of each right now. Oh. Yeah, I think we have one of each. Okay, Ben, first of all, you didn't need to say that. Second of all, I don't even think that's true. I think you just use it as an opportunity to bring up that I'm dying all the time. We'd probably maybe be like 98, but not 99. So yeah, I'm gonna need some mods. I'm gonna need some mods soon to keep these chatters in line. Starting to get real crazy. Man catcher. Man, I've always wanted an ethereal 4-socket man catcher. I don't even think I would use it anymore because we already have the infinity. But I've always wanted to have one. I just never find them. Momo. Moo. Tons of jewels at least. Are any of them rolling well? No, they're garbage. But at least it's something fun to identify. War Club. I genuinely don't think we've even seen a white unearthed one in cows yet. That might be true, Jay. That might be true. We did like just over 2 hours of MFing on the barb, and I think I got from 78 to 80. The experience, obviously, because it's players 1, is very bad. The experience here is pretty good. We're getting like is that like a bar? Nah. Half a bar a run? Maybe something like that. That's actually not bad either. Wow. Not too shabby. Let's clear these out. We do have a bunch of gems. I moved them to a mule. So they're not all here, but we're really stacking up on gems, so we'll be able to do some re-rolling soon. Maybe a little bit of crafting again. See if we can try our luck on those amulets again. 100 and something amulets, we didn't really roll anything worth using. Pretty sad. But I have faith in the next 100. The Ral runes are the hard part, really. So I'm trying to pick them up in the cow runs, but might have to do Countess after all. Anyways, let's see, before we open this, let's see if I'm right. I can't remember if we used one of these runes. Yeah, we have the jaw, so... And we have extra pole runes, I just didn't know where to put them. Yeah, so we have a jaw, we have a burrow, we have a sir, and then we have a bunch of this stuff too. And I did the math, if we cubed everything up, we'd have a cham? I think 1 cham, 1 sir, or 1 cham, 1 burr. So like, we're close, but not really. And I don't want to cube them up. I do want to find them naturally. I just... My willpower is low. But yeah, we have a cham right now if we wanted to. Who was that viewer that would get really irritated at your disorganized stash? I'm pretty sure it's everybody. I'm pretty sure everybody hates it. It's not good. It's not good. But the thing is, like, sometimes I do spend the time to clean it up. And then it feels like within like 10 minutes of the stream, it's back to being disgusting. So I've given up. I just try to show the stash as little as possible. Like next time I have to do some stash stuff, I'm just gonna go to the big webcam only scene and do everything without you guys having to look at it. And then we're gonna figure it out. What do you guys hate more? My disgusting stash or my big fat face? At least you guys get to see the background stuff a little bit better if I do that. Silver lining. And we're rolling a lot more uniques, it feels like. Interesting this Corona can roll assassin skills. That's so random. Yeah, the feet cam's the way to go. I keep forgetting about the feet cam, man. I don't know how. You'd think it'd be at the top of my priority list. Look at my feet while I organize my stash. I guess I just kind of don't want to feel like I'm selling my body. But I know that's where we're heading. It's inevitable. Oh yeah, speaking of South Park, my wife does not watch South Park like at all. Like even if I put it on, she won't watch it. She'll watch something else. But I happened to put it on this week. It was one of those really long form episodes. The one where Randy starts an OnlyFans. Man, they really show his penis a lot. Like they show it a lot. And of course my wife is there and she's like, what the hell is this? What are you watching? What? And I'm like, I swear to God, it's normally, there's not so much penis. But she didn't believe me and now she looks at me weird. Good episode though. Women are funny. Okay. All right, Ben. Yeah. You're one of those. Yeah, Hamdan. The feet cam is a tier 3 sub only. That's the way it works, guys. If you want the feet, you gotta. What rhymes with feet? If you want the feet, you gotta repeat your subscription. That's what I should have done for the 1,000 subscribers special. Should have been a feet reveal. That would have boosted the channel. Come on, cows. I have faith in you. Drop me 2 jaw runes and my rune grind is over. Is that really that much to ask for? No. Yeah, never seen my ears. Yeah, I keep those hidden. I'll show my feet, but if you want to see my ears, that's crossing the line, Ben. It's kind of gross. I'm not one of those guys. Yeah, if I use like in-ear headphones too much, my ears get really itchy. I prefer this a lot. These headphones are so nice. I listen to music and then I add them to my like songs, and then I get in the car and I put it on and it sounds like garbage, honestly. In my wife's car, her sound system is so bad. And these headphones are so good. And I'm like, you know, I don't know if I like this song. I think I only like it when the audio quality is really good. That literally just happened this week. Like, I found a new song and I was like, this is really nice. And then I play it in the car and I'm like, was this nice? I don't remember it being so horrible. It probably also has something to do with the compression that the streaming services give, but my car has much better speakers than my wife's. Could just be the balancing. Nah, it's definitely not that. Like, not that you can mess with it too much, but I do mess with like the bass and the what do you call it? There's no equalizer, but I mess with the sound settings a lot. It's just not good speakers. These headphones are great. I'm not saying they're like, if you're an audiophile, these are amazing, but they're definitely really nice. Versus anything basic. I like a lot of bass too. Her car has no bass, which is honestly a problem. But I'm also very picky. Like, my ears are very, very bad. I think I've told you guys before, but I'm just about half deaf in both my ears. Kind of. It's really hard to describe, but yeah, so I'm very picky when it comes to music and stuff. Audios related stuff. Surround sound and headphones also makes a difference. Yeah, Jay. I listen to some of the E33 songs in the car, but I listen to like the opera type ones, like the Aline, Alicia, and like those songs, not like the combat music songs and like those kinds of ones. They're good though. We drive Volkswagens, Hamdan. Nothing fancy. My wife has a Jetta and I have a CC. You're a treble lover, Ben? Yeah, I'm a bass lover. Like, I have a sub and an amp in the garage that I had in my old car and never put into my new car. Just too much work. I'm just so lazy. I very rarely drive, so it's hard to muster up the motivation to put that in the car. You have a 2015 Mazda 3 and a 2006 Lexus, both fully paid off. You can't forget to tell us it's paid off. Yeah, my car is paid off and my wife's car will be paid off in 2 months. We're very excited about that. Very, very excited. Nice, Jade. Finishing the payments next month. That means you must have gotten it like brand new, huh? Very cool. Yeah, having a paid off car is very, very cool. It's very rare in America from what I've seen. And I'm not surprised, you know. Ever since like a few months ago when it was coming up to the wife almost being done paying off her car, she's getting calls and emails and text messages like, hey, you're almost done. Trade in for this. We can get you in this. We can get you in this. This is coming out. It's like, dude, just let me enjoy having no payments. Please. Please. Now, having a car payment is awesome. It is. It's really, really good. You have a Land Cruiser, Hamdan? Very nice. That's a cool one. Yeah, you drove it off with 35 miles on the car. Awesome. There's definitely something special about having a car that's brand new and you know you have the warranty and you know that it's only you that's you know driven it, so you know how it's been used and that kind of stuff. My wife bought her car new as well, but only because we got it at 0%, which was like We had to jump on it. It was such an insane deal. Her car broke and needed a bunch of repairs. It was really, really old. Hand me down from her family. And then we got lucky with like an end of year thing at Volkswagen. And we were like 0%. Sure thing. I told myself when I got my job that I would get myself a car, but then I started working from home and I was like, do I really need a new car? I can't imagine having payments again. We'll probably get a new car when we have a kid though. Like when we're expecting a child, we'll probably get like a small or mid-size SUV. But until then, we will enjoy having no payments and 2 reliable cars. Which honestly, I could probably get away with selling mine. But the car market is just so bad right now. I don't want to have to sell it. And then if I need to buy a car because my job changes or, you know, something like that, then I'll lose a lot of money buying a new car. The interest rates are garbage. Actually, I think my wife's grandmother just bought a new car. And she had to pay like a $2,000 fee because she didn't want to finance it. Like they charge you for paying cash now, which is insane. Like I understand why, but it's not a good reason. Like I'm assuming they just have incentives from the banks or the lenders or whoever it is to get a financing deal. But isn't it so backwards to have to pay a fee just to not pay 9% interest for 5 years? Feels bad, man. Nothing says family man like a 1983 Porsche 911. Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, what am I saying? SUV. No. Get me the Porsche. You have to negotiate the lowest possible principal and finance it, then pay out the full amount the first month. Yeah, Ben, you could do that, but I've read in a lot of cases, because I was talking to a friend about this when he bought his car about a year ago, and in a lot of cases there's a fee for closing an open-ended contract early, so they get you one way or another, man. Like it's insane. It might be a little bit less. I think it is. But to go through all that hassle, especially like, you know, she's like 80 years old. She just wanted something reliable. She didn't want to have to deal with all that jumping through the hoops. So she just done and did it. But it's just kind of gross, you know. But it's the world we live in. But all your cars private sale, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if you're willing to do that, it's the way to go. It's a lot more work, and it's in my opinion a little bit riskier. But if you're more independent, or if you have like a shop that you trust, then private sale is definitely the way to go financially. Your secondary car is a 2006 Ford Taurus, specifically the ugly sage green one. Hey man, nothing wrong with sage green, dude. Not a huge fan of Ford, but feature color of your new house. Wow. Hey, another 7% MF small charm. Let's go. That means we can upgrade. Woohoo! 1 more percent MF. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, baby. Man, this combination looks so good. The fade animation and the bow and the battle command looks so good. I also just love the assassin with the diadem on. Like, this just looks so good. Phenomenal, man.
Yes.
Hell yeah, baby. And you look good too, Razan. You're looking good too. Okay. I didn't forget about you, my loyal mercenary. Hasn't died a single time. He's a true man. I mean, I kill everything way too quickly for him to die, but still. He's a good guy. He's a loyal guy. You know? More like Rizan. Yes, sir. I gotta fight off the ladies for him. My mercenary. Did you get anything cool on your skateboard, by the way, Ben? I'm just thinking now. Did you get like a cool, what would you call it? Whatever, like design on the bottom? Probably Pokemon related, I would assume. It's an Australian band called Nana. Interesting choice. I'd have to see it. I kind of assumed it would be like some Cannibal Corpse looking decal. But with a name like Nana, that might be almost the same. I feel like all those hardcore metal bands, the names are either something absolutely disgusting and flesh related, or seemingly nice. Deceivingly nice. Oh, brand. Okay. Please don't call me names. I'm trying to kill cows here and read, okay? What are you doing? Nothing. Absolutely nothing is what you're doing. Nana, what kind of brand is that? Yeah, Jay, maybe he's just earning the he's earning the little wrench. I can't let him set that precedence though. I can't let him set the precedence. If you wanna mod up, you gotta start bullying me. I'm just not interested in that. I just don't want you guys to think that I'm like into that stuff, you know what I mean?
The Order welcomes you.
It's a friendship. Yeah, try telling that to the teachers at school. Yeah. Now, let's just be clear. This is the adult school. No kids. No kids at this school, okay? Be as clear as possible about that fine detail. Moo. Man, just a Malrune in like 2 hours? What the hell, cows? I've killed thousands of you. 992,000 to be exact. Where's my Zod rune? Oh, another set of Drax. Wow, wow. We don't need them. We have like 5 pairs, but they are one of my favorite pairs of gloves to find, so I get excited every time. Fish sticks over fish fingers? I don't know what you're talking about, but I call them fish sticks. You always thought Pedro was a kid? Yeah, I could see that. I could see that. No way, man. I think a lot of the audience here is older rather than younger. That's for sure. What am I, a gay fish, Ben? I don't like putting fish sticks in my mouth. That has got to be one of the most iconic South Park episodes of all time. Like that, probably in my top 10 for sure. That is like such an insane episode. Yeah, I love fish sticks. They're delicious. Even the whole like side plot of how Cartman's trying to say he came up with the joke, and every time they cut to them talking about the joke, it's different. It's freaking hilarious, man. That's peak South Park. Pedro closest to Ryan? I don't think... Who else was it? Was it actually Crypto that was one of the old men? I remember there was a point where a lot of the viewers were like 40 plus. And I mean a lot was like 4 at the time, so let's not get ahead of ourselves, but I think most of us are in our 30s. Ironically, I think Ben is one of the youngest people here. Fish and chips and Warham Den? Oh, absolutely. I think fish sticks are definitely like the very cheap version of fish and chips. Yeah. Like fish sticks is like... Fish sticks is to fish and chips what hot dogs are to steak. Does that make sense? Like it's all like the gross parts of the fish that they just like mushed together and battered. Yeah, 28, Ben. Yeah, I'm sure you're one of the younger ones here. I think a lot of us are 30 plus. I'll be 32 in January. Ugh. So old. Ugh. Feels bad, man. Oh, Jay, you're only turning 29 this year. Okay. Another young one. Still, Ben is still the youngest in that sense. But yeah. Nothing wrong with old men in the chat. Actually, disclaimer, I prefer that. I prefer that. And then you're 30 in October? Alright, nice. One of those old grouchy engineers that doesn't like a young PM. Well, I don't like young PMs coming up and making more than me. Dude, when I was doing my internship, which mind you was not long ago, I was I 30? I was 29 or 30 doing my internship. Okay, I was making a career change. And I started alongside a 19-year-old, and when she got hired on, she was making more money than me. Way she goes. Feels bad, but didn't matter. I was just happy to be making a great career change. Trace, you're also turning 29. Okay, I was very wrong about everybody being 30. But if I just wait 1 year, then I'll be right. And all of you will be 30. That's called equity? Oh, okay, Ben. Why? How is it fair that I'm making 70 cents on the dollar? Huh? Rune, are you kidding me? A Rune, I'll take that. But yeah, Ryan's like 65 years old or something, so you guys don't even come close. Man, September, October, December. We got a lot of birthdays coming up, man. You guys are all end of year type people. I hope that when we have a kid, our kid will have a summer birthday. I always hated having a winter birthday. So lame. Too cold. What am I gonna get you for your birthday, Ben? Maybe a tier 1 daily double membership. I think that would be a nice gift to you from me, and then I basically get like 70% of the money back. Right?
The order welcomes you.
Pretty good investment. You like October because it's not too cold, not too hot. Yeah, it depends on where you are. Yeah, it gets pretty cold up here in Canada in October. Right? Like Halloween is always very uncomfortable. It's not terrible, but it's not great. You want the snow we get here, Trace? You like snow? Yeah, you like snow if you don't have to live in it. We would love to live somewhere where we didn't get any snow. That'd be the dream. The snow is good if you like snow-related activities. Like if you like snowboarding or skiing, then I could understand enjoying the snow and wintertime, but God, having a shovel is the worst. I hate shoveling so much. Like I'd say even if you have a snowblower, it's still not a good time. Your birthday's the hottest week of the year. You're normally inside an air-conditioned event. Yeah, I don't like it too hot either. I'm starting to think I'm very picky. Yeah, it can't be too cold. It also can't be too hot. And also it can't be raining. But also, like, I want a little bit of clouds because, you know, too much sun isn't good. And then... Christ. Oh, hold on. Let me see this meme pic. Are you kidding me? This did not just happen to you. You're wearing your Metamorphosis shape-shifting druid and you found a Charm Rune in Trav? Are you kidding me? And I'm out here getting foul runes? Come on, man. Why? At least wait until after the stream. Good point, Trace. I'm not picky. I'm just human. Let's go. Damn cows, you're letting me down. What's the chance for Zod or Cham? I mean. Let's see. 1 in 380. So the chance for Zod is actually almost 3 times the chance of Cham. That's insane.
Good day.
Okay, let's put this gold away. I'm having a hard time picking items up because my gold is so full. We actually should gamble soon. We have like almost 14 million gold.
Greetings.
Hashtag rich. Yeah, that's crazy though. Man, that rune, a 4-letter rune looks so good. If I find one more jaw, I have Zod. I honestly, like, I really don't want to cube it though. Like, I'm gonna be like completely transparent with you guys. I'm allowing it as like a way of giving up early. So if we find a bunch of runes and we can cube it up, I'm not gonna do it right away. But if I spend like the next 3 months, 4 months farming for Zod and I can't get it naturally, then I'll cube up what we have. But I really don't want to cube it up. And it's not impossible to find a Zod rune. It's just going to take a lot of farming. I just don't want to be stuck farming the one thing for forever. Only because I'm planning on doing another Grail after this on hardcore. And then with the hardcore will not allow cubing up. We'll have to find every rune naturally. We're not going to manipulate terror zones. We're not going to have unlimited respecs. We're not going to play with mods. It's going to be way, way harder. No cubing runes until you get the Death Web. Yeah, for sure, for sure. 100%. Like, I'll agree to that 100%. I'm only going to cube up to the Zod if it is the last rune left. And I'll go a step further even to say if we find the Zod but not the Cham, I'm not going to cube that. If the last item left on the Grail is Cham, we'll find it naturally. Guy coming in with the gold find to find rune strats. Might as well just call it rune find. You'll enjoy getting stuff like Vex runes on way more on hardcore. I'm gonna enjoy everything way more on hardcore, I think. Like, that's kind of one of the reasons I'm just at this point trying to get done with this Grail is because I'm really excited for the hardcore Grail. I think it's gonna be way more exciting. I'm gonna have to really, really pay attention and not die nearly as much. I also think I will die. We're gonna have some setbacks, but I think that's gonna be a lot of fun to rebuild. So I'm hoping I'll die less though. I'm gonna die a little bit less, Ben. Just a little bit less. It's gonna be good. I'm excited to see how long it takes. And you guys can get in some bets on if I give up or not. If I die or not. I kind of want to do something like we'll have like a wheel of punishments and stuff like that for like what we call it, like donation goals and stuff like that to make it even more fun. And I also want to maybe put something on the line like 5 gifted every time I die or something like that. But it's gonna be good. Once you get a Hodo, you're gonna want a second one and a third. Yeah, that's true. It's definitely gonna be a lot more using runes than saving them. Like, we have a buttload of runes in the stash right now, and on the hardcore we're probably gonna want to use them. Because if we die with a Hodo, we lose our Hodo. So it's gonna be good. I'm pumped. It's crazy because if you asked me last year if I would even play hardcore, I would have said no way. Like, I remember people used to come in all the time. It doesn't happen anymore, actually. Hasn't happened in a while, but people used to come in all the time and be like, hey man, is this hardcore? And I'd be like, no. Why the hell would I be playing hardcore? And now I'm like actually excited to play hardcore. What have you guys done to me? have you done? Absolutely not. This is so... You guys would never think this is hardcore because at least once a stream I'm dying. At least once a stream. A baby stream. No, no, no. This is an adult stream. Again, I want to be clear about that. You lost a D3 hardcore character to connection issues. Yeah, see, that's the main reason I'm 99% sure I'm not going to be doing it online. It was kind of a fun idea, but yeah, it's probably going to be an offline one. And we'll just make sure that every single thing I find and everything I do, I'll do either on stream or like unedited. I don't think we'll do the whole thing on stream. Just because I'm gonna need extra time to grind, but I'll do as much as I can on stream. I've never done hardcore on D3. I couldn't imagine D3, even without connection issues, D3 hardcore sounds crazy. Because there's so many random, what do you call them? Like, just stuff on the ground that can kill you. Exploding enemies, the arcane thing that the elites can have. There's just so much that can one-tap you. It seems nuts. I feel like in D2 it's a lot more predictable. Like, there's still some stuff that can one-shot you, don't get me wrong, but I don't know. There's a lot of cheat death options in D3, are there? Yeah, I don't know D3 very well, so I'm a big newbie. Mo. Yo, what's up, cool dog dude? How many runs so far into this challenge? I did not track runs, but I would say probably about 3-minute runs on average. We're probably at about 50 runs right now. I should be tracking the runs though. You know what? Let me do that. I actually was planning on it and then I didn't start. So thank you for your question. Let's just start at 50. I'm pretty sure we're at about 50. Still at farming Mephisto on hardcore. It's just a good, safe, good loot. Almost nothing can go wrong. Aside from meth casting Blizzard. Do you not worry about the council members at all? I guess they're not particularly dangerous, but still, they can be annoying.
Hello.
But yeah, Motrick is pretty nice. We're probably going to be doing a lot of Motrick stuff. But the thing is when we do the hardcore grail, we're not going to start with a paladin or a sorceress. We're going to use a wheel of random to decide what we do first. And there's not a lot of... I mean, we could do... Like, if we get an assassin, we could do traps. That would work well with Motrick. But if we get, like, a druid or a barb, the Motrick's not really going to do well for us. So it'll have to be later in the run. Your teeth death options are a passive, a follower, a legendary shoulder effect. Isn't there something you can do with your follower, Ben, where you can give him the relic where he can't die, and then you use a ring where you share damage? Am I completely crazy? Does that keep you alive forever, or does it just make it very hard for you to die? Barbarian would be a rough hardcore starting class? For sure it would. Yeah. I'm really hoping we don't do that. I mean, we just played a Barbarian. We just played a Barbarian that was completely twinked out of its goddamn mind with like the most endgame gear possible, dual grief, everything you could ever want. And it was still really hard. Yeah, Warcry is so slow. It's safe. I love it. But dude, it's... Especially because we're going to be playing with no infinite respecs. Like right now I play with infinite respecs, so I can just change my stuff whenever I want. But if I'm locked into Warcry, dude, it's going to be like 25-minute bail kill. It's horrible. Oh, you cast Golem and run past them? Hey, fair enough. Give him a little distraction with the clay Golem. Yeah, Unity, that's it. Halves your damage. It's not actually that useful. Most sets give you 80% damage reduction. Wow. Okay. I remember back when I used to play, way back in the day, the Unity thing was like, everybody did it. Yeah, fair enough, dude. Without Enigma, we did a hardcore playthrough of a Barbarian, completely untwinked. It was my first time ever completing hardcore. Was actually that time when we did the Barb on stream, and that was a lot of fun. But yeah, it was so slow. But it was safe, so it gave me the confidence I needed to finally play hardcore. But 25 minutes of not the best viewer experience. I think if we did roll a Barb, I would I don't know, maybe Zerker. I'm really loving the Zerker right now, but I don't know if it's just because we have the grief. But at least with the Zerker, you don't have to worry about 2 weapons, you just worry about 1. You do really good. You can beat physical immunes. Melee Rune are decent in Nightmare, but finding the bases and gear that provide AR. Yeah, the attack rating is it's terrible. Like, not only are you insanely weapon dependent, but then having the chance to hit be anything below 80, even 80 feels just terrible. Yeah, melee's not in a good spot in this game, unfortunately, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. There's a 1 in 5 chance, 1 in 4 chance that we get something else, so. Because of the grief, yeah. Oh, well. We'll see. I'll cross my fingers that it's not. I would love to start with an assassin. I would be alright with starting with a druid. I feel like that would be really safe and pretty decent. A necromancer would be okay. I'm not a huge fan. And Amazon, also pretty strong, but not my first choice. How many more runs am I gonna do? I'll be around for another 45 minutes, give or take. So that's probably like 20 runs? Nah. Yeah, about 20 runs. Yeah, fair enough, Trace. We're definitely gonna do lower Kuras. So finding a grief might not be the hardest thing in the world. You think assassin would be the best class to get for hardcore? Yeah, I think it definitely would be. I think that we do assassin, we get to lower Kuras, we do lower Kuras until we get a couple mosaics, and we're actually in an insane spot, like a really good spot. And I think assassin Obviously, Sorceress is the best class for lower cross, but Assassin is one of those that's pretty good, right? Like, you can go burst to speed, and you don't have to worry about keys. Very nice. And until then, we have traps, which are also pretty good. So I'd be pretty happy if we roll Assassin. Like, I'd probably be hoping for that. Yeah. But yeah, we'll see. I'll try to do as much of that as I can on stream. Maybe not like the lower cross stuff. I might do that off stream just because, like, who wants to watch 10,000 lower cross runs? But at the same time, I kind of want to do everything on stream just so you guys could see that I'm not doing any manipulation. I got a lot of flack on that video for the lower cross, like, oh, but we could just change the seed and then you get guaranteed rune drops. How do we know you're not doing that? Well, I just did 10,000 lower cross runs and you're trying to make it seem like I'm a big fat cheater. Pretty much just need Spirit Sword, Rhyme Shield, and Smoke Armor. Yep. It is, it's pretty easy to get them going. And I like Assassin a lot too, because I feel like it's not very hard to find decent claws. So even if you're missing out on any of those, you'll probably find... Oh, a metal grid. Wow. Nice. We got 2 unique amulets in one run here. And we got a metal grid. That's pretty rare. Rather prefer the Zod, but I'll take that. Either way, the hardcore grail is going to be very different than the softcore grail, because the softcore grail, we kind of, if I'm being honest, we kind of went easy mode on it. All right, started Sorceress, went into the Paladin, did Terrazone Andy endlessly. So I'm excited for a challenge mode. But again, we've been talking about this for like a couple months now, and I still have not found a Cham or Zod, so it's gonna be a while. But hey, we're down to 3 items, guys. That's pretty damn good. Which room would you like to find? Ideally, right now we're waiting for Cham and Zod. That's all we need. So either of those, and I'd be very, very happy. We already have everything else, and no real reason to have duplicates of any of them at this point. So could be tomorrow trades. Could be tomorrow. Could be January. Who knows? Like I said, next week I'll be done with my classes, and then hopefully that means I can get an extra stream day in and make that finale get here ASAP. Never SOJ. Technically, like if we're doing like a living grail, technically we also still need an SOJ. Because I traded my SOJ for the Annie. But how many rules do I want to give myself, you know? I shouldn't have agreed to the runes in the first place. I really shouldn't have. Alright, Hamdam, good night. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you Sunday. But if I don't see you Sunday, have a good vacation. Okay? You have a fish burger, Trace? Fish sticks on a bun? Hell yeah. Don't tell me you're talking about Minecraft, though. Do you have an actual fish burger, or is this just a Minecraft thing? Oh no, fish is on a bun, hell yeah. You feel the runes are part of the journey? Yeah, that's why I agreed to it. I wasn't going to originally, But then I felt the same way. Somebody in chat suggested it, but yeah. All right, Hamden, we'll see you Sunday then. Yeah, the runes are definitely part of it. I've never found a Zod rune before, so it's going to be an actual first for me. That'd be great. I can't wait. I'm super, super pumped to find it. If I find it. If I don't just completely give up and quit the game. Are you going to make rune words with them when you find them or just keep them as trophies? I'm going to make rune words with them for sure. When we find a base for Faith, we're going to use the jaw that we found a few weeks ago. When I find a base for Breath of the Dying, we'll use the Zod on that. And then I also need a base for Metamorphosis, which is how we use the Cham rune. So we'll be using all of them. I don't know how much actual play we'll get out of them, because as soon as I'm done with this Grail, I want to move on to the hardcore. But it's not like I'll delete this save file or anything, so they'll be used. It's interesting how the meta shifted from everyone playing Blizz Source. It's great. Oh yeah, I feel like there's a lot more variety these days. Like a lot more. It's so nice.
The Order welcomes you.
I didn't think I would enjoy Mosaic as much as I do, because I was like, this seems broken, blah blah. But I mean, it's just fun. It's really satisfying. And I've gotten used to the mod that makes it not burn your eyes. I forget what it looks like with full graphics at this point. It's been so long I've just been using this mod. But I think it's better for the the viewer experience. Your favorite change has to be the faux paladin? Yeah, that's really nice. I have a hard time justifying myself playing anything less than player 7 when I can. So I don't play the faux paladin just because I'm like, I could be playing hammers right now, doing player 7, whereas the faux didn't feel as strong unless we were playing players 3. But I feel like that'll be another big change for hardcore. I think when we're on hardcore, faux is going to be highly appealing. Not having to get into their face. Pretty good stuff, right? Random holy bullets flying around to heal me up. We'll probably use it a lot more. Yeah, Ben, I agree. There's a strong option for everything right now. Like, can it all clear player 7 as fast as Mosaic? No. But you can play it without feeling like you're just, like, completely sucking at the game. I don't need a poll for that guy. I think the answer is no. Yeah, Trace, exactly. It's weaker than hammers, but they farm the same thing. Which, you know, it definitely sucks, but again, the hardcore kind of makes it a lot more appealing to play players 3. Like, on the hardcore, I don't know how often we're going to be playing player 7. It might be a players 3 angle, like, a lot of the time, so. Foe is great for ladder. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that makes sense. You're on players 1 the whole time. Your damage is really good. You can basically mindlessly just cast it. The gear requirements aren't too crazy. Doing a Berserker Barb and running Trav could be a nice change of pace. Same with the Foe Paladin. Yeah. Yeah, we just made a Paladin, or a Barb to do exactly that. We just finished leveling a Barb, so on Sundays, I'm playing the Barbarian. We're doing Pits and Trav with Berserker, or Berserk. And on Wednesdays, we're doing Cows. So we are on the same page, brother. And I've never done Horking before. It's been interesting for sure, doing players 1 and then letting find item be the carry of of your drops is new to me. Are you missing any items from the girl? Just runes? Yeah, so just the Death's Web and then Cham and Zod. Everything else has been acquired. We just recently got the Cow King's boots. That was the 4th item left. but we picked that up from normal cows last week. So we're chilling. Yep. Make a foe smiter with Ashrion's and principal armor. You do insane AoE damage with foe and insane smite damage with synergized holy bolts on every smite. That sounds like a lot of fun. Principal armor? Is that a rune word? Rao Gul Eld. I've never heard of this. What the hell? 100% chance to cast level 5 holy bolt on striking, and the holy bolt synergizes with your actual skills. Oh, it's the paladin armor from 1.11. That sounds like a lot of fun. You have to try out porking in the flare jungle. I feel like that would be such a pain though, Trace, with how dense the monsters are, and I'm freaking single targeting everything. That sounds really sick. Guy, that sounds like a shotgun build of just holy bolts.
Yes.
Yeah, Ashrion's a hard one to find. Probably be a while before we have something like that on the hardcore. What am I missing here? I think I stacked up the Phoenix Strike too much. It's so annoying that 3 stacks of Phoenix Strike is worse than 2 stacks. It feels backwards, but lightning's just like that. Yeah. Killing everything one by one, horking everything one by one. And then you're probably not getting too much of actual decent loot from them either. You found your only D-Web running Worldstone level 2 and 3 exclusively, not Bale Waves. Interesting. Yeah, I think eventually we're probably going to be doing some like variety maps for the Death's Web. I think it's going to be a long time before we find it. We found most of the items on the Grail from Terrorized Andy, and I don't really want to go back. Just because we just got so much. We got spooned from Andy, you know, she's just completely broken. Which is why we'll not be doing any Andy. We'll be doing no Terrorized Hell Andy on the hardcore. I still want to use her for SOJs on Nightmare. But we'll avoid her in the Terror Zone. You can take off 1 mosaic to deplete your charge to go from level 3. Oh, Ben, I just switch. I switch to the Call to Arms, do 1 kick, and then that gets rid of it. I just hate having to do that. Just a pain. Drop from a champion soul pack. Wow. Yeah, I think Pindle, actually Neolithak is not a bad option for the Death's Web too, right? I mean, I did a couple searches on Silas Ben. I think we're looking at either Neolithak or the Summoner for the Death's Web. Best case scenario. But it's hard. It's hard to do the calculations on drop rate. You have to take into account how long does it take to do the run. If you're killing a boss, how many times can you kill that boss versus killing something like, you know, a couple hundred cows in one run. I don't know. My small brain can't handle the statistics. You don't know if Summoner drops D-Web? He does drop it if he's terrorized. I was using this. And on player 7 with like 450% MF, which is I think what we get on the sorceress, if we put in Death's Web. And we do super unique. Yeah, the summoner is 1 in 29k. So the Cow King is the highest, but then you got to take into account the fact that it's, you got to get the leg and then go in and kill him, which honestly It's not the worst thing in the world. Don't get too caught up in drop rates. Nah, I mean, if I was really caught up in the drop rates, I would be doing Arcane right now, because I think Arcane is a really good spot for the runes and the death sweat. But I don't like farming Arcane. I tell you guys all the time, I'm like super anxious that everything that drops is the rune that I wanted. So I really enjoy this. I love doing cows with Mosaic. I think it's a lot of fun. I don't really need to pay attention too much. I can talk to you guys and not worry about dying. Hopefully we get it from pits. Like, I feel like pits is a pretty good spot. We're getting like anywhere from, I think, 5 to 8 unique kills a run. You know, we get to hork it. We have like 600% MF on the barb, so hopefully we get it there and I don't have to worry about anything else. But it's just good to know like where it's more likely if I'm like, okay, it's getting kind of crazy now. Let me do some optimal farming. Goldstone 2 and 3 is fab depending on the layout. Yeah, we haven't done any Worldstone or Bale related farming at all, really. Like, we did a small amount. Wouldn't mind trying that out. Yeah, souls are a little bit annoying though. Guess it depends. If I do it on a paladin, I wouldn't be too worried. And I mean, worst case scenario, we throw on like a wisp projector or something. You think Horking Pits is statistically your best chance? Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping. And honestly, like, it's kind of like it has nostalgic value for me too, man, because I used to do pits like almost religiously when I was doing my LOD Grail, like just on my own way years ago. I used to do pits so much. So getting the last item I need from pits would be really cool. It'd be a lot of fun. I'm hoping it works out. But we'll see. And the cool thing about it too is that I don't need to terrorize it to get it, right? So being able to just naturally do it, especially because the barbarian is such a low level right now. Farming with a level 80 character definitely feels weird, but it's impressive. I'm very impressed with how good I am at putting 2 griefs on my character. Or, you know, one grief and a rune master. But cows is so hit or miss. Like, sometimes, like, we did 1 week where we got Baron Jaw, and then we've done weeks and weeks and weeks where we've gotten literally nothing. And looks like today is another one of those days. But that's just RNG, man. The night's not over yet. We got time. Your barber's level 93. It takes ages to level them up. Yeah, it's really hard to level up a character when you're only farming players 1, right? Like, you see, small charms like this are actually going to be really good for the barb. But yeah, players 1 is rough for experience. Got a few more runs to turn this night around, Jay. Yes, sir. All it takes is 1, man. All it takes is 1 run with 1 beautiful drop to put me into heaven mode. Oh, also, so guys, listen. I don't know if I told you guys, but my wife is going on a trip in September. I think it's the first or second week of September. She's going, I'm staying home. So while she's there for 4 or 5 days over the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, I'm going to try to do some really long streams. So if you guys are around, or if you want to, I don't know, you want to take time off of work, tell your wives you're busy that weekend. I'll get some more info in the Discord soon. By the way, if you guys are not in the Discord, anybody watching, join up. But yeah, we're gonna do some long streams, and we're gonna have some fun. So swap to throw and do bail runs for levels. I mean, there's a lot of different ways we can get levels. I just don't think we need them, really. We're doing all right, honestly. I'm cool with just, like, passively leveling. Berserker Barb with Howl has to be one of the toughest characters levels. Yeah. You're killing literally just the champions and nothing else. It's really rough. But again, like, I don't necessarily need to be a higher level. So we're fine. We're good. It's definitely taken a lot of getting used to, though. Like, I am not used to killing only one specific mob. I'm also not used to using Howl. It feels like it only works some of the time. And I can't tell if it's because I'm under-leveled or just the way that it works. Maybe I gotta read into it a little bit. Normally you guys tell me when I'm doing something wrong, though, so... I just assumed I was doing it right because I wasn't getting yelled at, so... How only works against mobs if you're a higher level than the mobs. Yeah, so the way that I read it, you're not wrong, but I think it also does a calculation on the level of Howl plus your level has to be greater than the level of the mob. So if you're level 80 and the mob is level 85, level 6 Howl will still work. That's my understanding. Mobs that are feared will hit you when you stay in melee range or they run into you. Yeah, see, that's where my disconnect is, Trace. Like, in my head, when I think about Howl, I think it should make them all run away, and they should look at me in fear and not attack no matter what. But sometimes it seems like if you Howl them, you can still kind of like aggro them, and they'll continue to hit you. Even when they have the little green swirlies on their head, they still kind of hit you. So... But I think it's just the way that Howl works. I think it's not completely foolproof. Could use Howl into Grimward when you kill a boss of the pack. Yeah, Grimward is probably worth using. Wow, that guy is very strong. Holy crap. We haven't used Grimward yet. Howl does not make you invincible. See, that's what I was hoping for. I was hoping the skill was going to make them afraid of me. Plus 15k health. Plus... Your level plus Howl level for what level monster they affect. That's why most max level barbs only put 1 point. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, even without being max level, we have a lot of plus the skill points, right? Like we're chilling. I think we only have 1 point, but we still have enough because we're 80 and we have like level 7 naturally or something. Like you have +3 from the torch, +1 from the Annie, +1 from battle command. Right there, you have +5. So you don't even need to be max level for it to matter. Yeah, it definitely makes your life easier. Grimoire doesn't help with Berserk, right? Because it's magic damage, right, Trace? Yeah, I forgot about that. Right. Yeah, it's annoying. Fair enough, though. To be honest, I don't need more things to remember to use. Probably better this way. I should probably be casting with my Monarch. I keep forgetting. I think somebody said that last time. Was it you, guy? Somebody mentioned it last stream that I should be teleporting with my swap, and I haven't been doing it. So slow without any faster cast rate. But yeah, it's not too bad when you're doing it with the Barb again, because players won, so you're not getting the experience, but you're also not really at risk most of the time. Like, these guys are players 1 monsters. They're not really crazy. The greed inside you will prioritize Grimoire over Horror. Yeah, that's fair enough. I mean, you'd have to kill an extra monster just to use the Grimoire, right? I'm not Grimoire the champion that I just killed. No way. Or the unique, rather. I'll take that class board. Why not? Come on, Moo Moos. Moo. Never. It's never ethereal. 4 socket, sure. Ethereal? No. No. Kind of insane is fine potion. When you went out of full rejuice, you do 1 to 2 Eldritch runs, and for 20 runs you're good. I should probably be using fine potion a little bit more. I find that when we're doing like a combination of pits into Trav, it keeps it pretty good. Like, I feel like I don't ever run out. But if I was just doing Trav, then that's definitely a good method. Luckily the uniques drop juves like crazy, so don't need to worry about it. Fine potion before you could buy mana pots. Oh, hell yeah. That was the fact that you couldn't buy mana pots at some point is absolutely insane to me. But yeah, that's a good point, Ben. Back in the day, huh? I never played in those days. I think when I started playing Diablo 2, it was right... Actually, I think I started playing Diablo 2 when the expansion was already out. Because I remember my grandfather buying me Lord of Destruction, but I don't remember it being like, oh, this just came out. I feel like it was just... I don't know. Dude, I have such good memories of all that. Like, I remember clear as day my grandfather picking me up and asking me if I wanted to go to Future Shop. I don't even know if you guys know what Future Shop is. It might be just Canadian. It's basically just Best Buy. And I was like, why? Are you gonna buy me Diablo 2? I was so pumped. And then we got there, and the boxes, one of the boxes was the one where you could like open it up. You know, it had like the little Velcro thing. You could open it up and see all the cool stuff. And then one of them didn't. And we spent like 20 minutes trying to figure out what the difference was. Did I need the one that opened? Good memories, man. Yeah, he didn't know the content of the game. Let's not worry about that part. But he was great. I think I remember my parents were pretty upset. They were like, what the hell did you buy him? He was like, oh, I don't know, he wanted it. He was a real one for sure, man. Yeah. He's the best. He's still kicking. He's still kicking. I don't know how. He's got the worst diet in the world, but he is... He's a barb using howl. The Devil Harder. That would be a good name. I'd buy that. Nah, Diablo 2 is not for children because of the sexy sorceress. Did you guys see the changes that they had to make to Diablo 2 for the D2R release in China? Did you guys see the differences of some of the skills and some of the art? Like they can't use like a lot of death related stuff. So the bodies, the corpses in the Chinese version are tombstones. Corpse explosion is like tombstone explosion. It's not actually corpse explosion. Bone wand is called like, or sorry, bone spear is called calcium spear. And then like all of the necro shields, like homunculus and all those, are like the faces are removed. So there's no faces. It's not supposed to be like representative of a dried head. So very, very interesting changes. I guess that makes sense why it took so long for them to port it to China, is because of all the restrictions, all the hoops they had to jump through. Oh yeah, sure, J-Bakes. You weren't sitting on your computer with a magnifying glass looking at Andario? Huh? I still remember one time I was at a GameStop, which is called EB Games here, but I'm staying GameStop for you guys. And I think a new Grand Theft Auto had come out, and this lady was trying to buy it, and she was asking a front desk worker like, oh, you know, is it really that bad, blah blah? And I chimed in, I'm like, it's really not that bad, you know, there's a couple of this, couple of that, but like he's gonna see it in movies and stuff. And the guy at the front desk was like, I'll let your mom be the judge of that. And I was like, buddy, this is not my mom, this is just, I'm just trying to help out this kid. Just buy him Grand Theft Auto. The Chinese release basically has D2JSP built in the game. Does it really? Like actually D2JSP, or like an auction house that is the equivalent?
Yes.
It's kind of cool to see the same game be so different though, in a way. Look how much faster this is on swap. Wow. I think we get 2 frames faster. That's like 40 frames I just saved. Seriously though, hitting 2 breakpoints off of one item is kind of cracked.
Good day.
You can buy gear, runes, and SOJs with real money. Okay, so it's like it's not JSP. It's just like a real money in-game shop. Yeah, that's definitely a different game then. I'm sure some people are probably a little bit happier with it. And over there, that kind of stuff is huge, right? Like gacha type stuff and buying in-game stuff is pretty huge, if I remember correctly. I don't know if that's China specific though. I think it might be like I know Korean games like MapleStory and I think Genshin is another really big Korean gacha type game. So over there, I don't think it's as big a deal as it is over here. Does kind of make sense. Yeah, I was gonna say that too. They have a lot of like curfews and stuff too, don't they? Like they can only play for so long, so it kind of makes sense. As long as it's not on the same servers, I don't really see an issue. Yeah, Trace, exactly. I mean, if you don't want to worry about that, you just play single player. I mean, that's why I play single player, right? You just don't worry about it. Nah, I play single player to punish myself. Apparently. Into farming hours and hours and hours for a Zod rune I don't even need. Oh god. Surely they don't, Ben. Surely. Yo, what's up, Tiago? What's going on, man? Welcome in, brother. Just chilling, man. We're doing cows, and all we've gotten so far is a Mal rune, and we're hoping for a Zod. So, I'd say we're pretty close. What is the spikes flowing around? So I'm using a single player mod to reduce the visibility of Phoenix Strike. So it's Claws of Thunder, Phoenix Strike, Blades of Ice, and all that, just on like a reduced graphic so that it doesn't burn your eyes. Because doing this for 3 hours can be rough. It's a little bit weird when you see it for the first time, but now I've gotten used to it, and I like it. Your brother's fiance is Chinese? Nice. It was so odd telling her about all the historical events of her own country she was never allowed to learn about. Yeah, that's crazy. That is really interesting. I'm sure she was skeptical. Looks like we got a lot of new people in the stream. Thanks for checking me out, guys. If you're having fun, consider hitting the like button. Otherwise, just watch me suffer as we do cows for 3 hours and find absolutely nothing. It's a win-win for you.
Greetings. Yes.
If you're not a child, hit subscribe. Yeah, we're very picky about that here. Yeah, the night's not over yet. It just takes one run. Oh, and we lost our mercenary for the first time tonight. Come on, Rizan. I had so much faith in him. And then I let him get mauled by a group of cows. Yeah, we're sitting on a 1 in 900,000 chance for the Zod rune for anybody that's not aware, so. Why player 7 and not 8? Players 8 is a fake player count. Ruzan has no auras. He's aura farming without auras, man. It is more experience, you're not wrong about that, but we've managed to get almost a full level tonight. Maybe players 8 next time, but I can't change it now. I'm locked in. It probably wouldn't even make us a little bit of a difference to switch. We'd be melting just as quick. I'll get a level for sure. The only way I don't get a level is if I die, and we all know I don't die ever. So basically guaranteed 100%. Although I did just get a notification that my mouse is at 5% battery, so there's a chance, because I'm not plugging it in until the stream's over. You'd think 5% is like a couple more days though. That's what I'm hoping anyways. No. Yo, I'm telling you, man, Blizzard needs to do a contest. A D2R contest where the winner gets to make their own Moo soundtrack. I want to be one of the cows so bad. Is it softcore? Yeah, it's softcore for now. We're doing the Grail. We only need Zod, Cham, and Deathsweb. And then once we finish that, we're going to do a hardcore Grail next. So, who knows when that'll be. Could be tomorrow, could be next month, could be next year. But for now, it's softcore. I didn't play hardcore until like 6 months ago, and now I'm finally brave enough. Yeah, it's 2 players there. Screw it. Why not? You've convinced me, Trace. You're playing hardcore at the moment? What are you playing?
Good day.
I've only finished hardcore on a barbarian. I think I made a druid as my first one. We died to a pack of archers in Hell Act 1. That hurt. That hurt. But we finished with the barb. The softest, of course. I wouldn't go that far. Oh, Diablo, you're doing a hardcore Holy Grail and you have 2 items left? That's crazy, dude. What 2 items? Ben, if I wanted to plug the mouse in, I wouldn't have bought a wireless mouse. Make it make sense. Mang song? Yep, typical. And Blinkbat's form, really. If you want to just get the Blinkbat's form over with, you should make a new character. I think you get him to level... You have to look this up, don't quote me on it, but I think level 16, and then just gamble leather armors. That's what I did. Because otherwise, it could take a while. But yeah, the Mang song's gonna be rough. We have a couple of those now. I think we found 3. Okay, almost just died there. Already doing that? Good stuff. Yeah, gambling normal items like that can be very satisfying. Almost feels like cheating. You found a death web 3 weeks ago? Ah. Where'd you find it? Where should I be farming, man? That's the last actual item other than the runes that I need, man. I thought we'd get it from Andy by now, but... Terrazone Meth. Interesting. We haven't done Mephisto in a really long time. Yo, Fevered Mind, what's up, man? It's Mosaic, so we're doing Phoenix Strike and all that fun stuff, but I have a single player mod that takes away the lightning effects and all that so that it's not so brain melting. If you guys play single player and you want to use the mods, they should all be in the description of the stream. PC gamer, yeah. Yeah, sorry, man. The console wants you to suffer, dude. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the hardcore Holy Grail will be modless as well. I might still use this mod though, because it doesn't actually give you any advantage. It just doesn't give you headaches. Mosaic Sin, Hammer Sword, and Poison Nova Necro. Yeah, I hope you use that Poison Necro, man. Now that you have the Death Web, you almost have to, man. Another nice habit on farming cows will be buying 2 tomes every time you visit Akara. Yeah, probably be worth doing. I visit her more than I need to. You actually consider switching to Dragon Tail just to save your retinas? Listen, it's the price you pay for playing Mosaic Sin, okay? If you want to be completely broken, melting things like crazy, you pay by burning your eyes. Jay, have some faith, man. Come on, you're supposed to be rooting for me. Am I not parasocialing you enough? Huh? All around level 93, Tiago. Very nice. Yeah, we leveled all the characters on this account. We have one of everything right now. But I find that I pretty much just gravitate to the Sorceress, the Paladin, the Assassin, and then most recently the Barb. Everything else we kind of just don't really play. You hope I get Necro? No, man, no. I feel like the Necro would be pretty safe, to be honest. But it's also just, kind of boring, you know? You found that not using Blades of Ice helped quite a bit? Really? I find that it's the lightning that really hurts my eyes the most. The Blades of Ice, it's okay. But to be fair, it's been a long time since I've played without the mod, so I don't really remember what it looks like. Did a softcore grind to 99 and then started hardcore. Nice, man. Yeah, 99 is, listen, it's no small feat, but it's not as bad as it used to be with Terror Zones these days. So... But yeah, we'll see. One of the goals for the hardcore grail will also be getting at least 1 level 99. You trying for your first 99 all-time this ladder online? Nice. Yeah, ladder 99 is a whole other story. Because, you know, not having players count and everything. That is crazy. Yeah, good luck, man. Summoner in the Mega Lair, Ben. Don't even mention the Mega Lair to me, man. Please, dude. Online and on the Switch. Okay. Yeah, you're doing challenge mode. Yeah, I've never played D2 on a console. I couldn't imagine. I don't know how you guys do it. Like, I feel like if I never played D2 and I picked it up on a console, I feel like I could do it. But knowing what it feels like to play on PC and then switching to the console is rough. You playing on Steam Deck, Diablo? Nice, dude. Once a Cham drops, you do a victory lap in the Mega Lair. All right, listen, I'll make that deal with you guys. When we find the Cham and or the Zog, we'll celebrate by going to the Mega Lair and seeing if we can find the Death's Web there. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, I never thought about the community being smaller. I thought D2R was like cross-play compatible. Is it cross-save? I guess the servers are different. I don't play online, so I don't really know. That sucks though, yeah. No crossplay. You'd think it would be crossplay for consoles, but I guess it's because of the way their servers work, right? So divisive on divisive on console. You can transfer items across. Yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, I'm right there with you, Tiago, dude. Like, PC is just superior. Always superior. I'm a big PC gamer. Although I did play Expedition 33 on the PS5. There's some games that are just really nice to play on a console on a nice big TV. Plus, things just seem to work on consoles. You know what I mean? Especially like if you want to use a controller. I have a lot of trouble with the controller on PC sometimes. Especially because I'm used to the PlayStation controller. Maybe if I was used to the Xbox controller, it wouldn't be too bad. Non-ladder community is not too bad. You see, it's only 2 to 3 hell games on ladder? That's crazy bad. It's probably really insanely difficult to just get into like a chaos or a bail game too in that case. That sucks, dude. Is there any particular reason you play on Switch? Is it just because you don't have a decent PC, or you're always on the go, or the mobility? Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, if you put a lot of value into having like a system that works on the go, then I totally understand. I very rarely tend to play games on the go. So I have a Steam Deck, I have a Switch, but most of the time I'm playing at home anyways. So I don't take advantage of those. Grab the Switch, play really quick and hop off. Yeah, fair enough. No commitment. Just play Diablo Immortal. Yeah, you don't need anything, man. It's built right into your phone. If you feel like you started too late, just open up the credit card. Easy peasy, man. It's a great game. Yeah, I've never tried it. I've only ever seen... I think the only thing I ever saw... I think, Moist Critical did a video on some guy that put like 100 or so grand into Diablo Immortal, and then he couldn't even queue up because he was too far ahead of everyone else. He couldn't even queue up for like arena or whatever you do. So I saw snippets of it in that, but that was it. Have you tried Hearthstone? No, never got into Hearthstone. Never got into Hearthstone. Don't feel like buying a new computer just for the game when we have Switch games for the kiddos and their friends. Yeah, fair enough. If you don't have like other reasons to have a computer, especially now, like it's hard to get into a decent computer. Stuff is way overpriced. Sounds like it would be worth it if you would have a PC copy though, just just for the community. Diablo Immortal is actually a fun game. Progression is just scuffed. I feel like that's basically most mobile games, right? Like most mobile games have the bones to be pretty fun games. The problem is like just the mobile game, what do you call it? Like architecture just seems to be gross. Yeah. You should do ladder season with us. Yeah, so next ladder, if we can get a team together, I'm happy to do it. I kind of flopped on this ladder. Don't ask Ben if I'm reliable. He'll tell you I'm not. But we did do ladder reset 2 ladders ago. It was a lot of fun. But I skipped the last one, and we'll do it next one, though. We'll do it next one. So anybody that's interested, yeah, keep your eye out. Join the Discord. Keep your eye out for community posts. We'll try to get a team together for the next ladder. And Ben, if you're joining us, I promise I'll do it. I promise. Cows is supposed to be the best for runes. Yeah, cows are pretty good for runes because of the density. I think they're supposed to be the best, but I'm also a big fan of ghosts. Ghosts have good drop tables for runes, so they're at the very least a close second, I think. You don't really get why mobile games tend to have microtransactions all over the place. In my opinion, mobile games have microtransactions all over the place because it's very hard to sell a mobile game. So you basically have to make it free, but then you need income, right? Because they're also typically like really high level games. So then the microtransactions come into play, right? You've been doing chaos and having good luck and not having waste time getting leg. Yeah, chaos is decent. We've done a few hundred. We did at least 500 or 600 runs of chaos. Didn't hit anything higher than a Vex rune, but I've seen a lot of people get high runes from chaos. I wouldn't mind doing some chaos. We might do chaos in a future stream. We do a lot of different stuff. Today I was just like I want to do cows for 3 hours. We got Jaw Rune and Burr Rune at cows, so I gotta re-terrorize. I'm not doing this non-terrorized. The tracker gets all messed up when I change the time too. Daily disappointment. Yeah, that is fair. That is fair, Ben. Listen, I'll give you that. Single player hacks. Yeah, dude, it is definitely hacks. There's the big reason, like I kind of got used to doing this stuff with like the bigger inventory, although I don't use charms up here, so we don't get any like skill level benefits or anything, but it is definitely easier. The stash mod and then you know, changing the terror zones and stuff. It's been a lot of fun, but when I do the hardcore grail, I'm not going to do any of that stuff. We're going to make it like challenge mode, so. But that's just me huffing copium, really. Daily dips. I'm liking all these fun nicknames. I appreciate you guys. You want to play bow next ladder? Yeah, I think I'll play something different as well. Normally I just go for sorceress or paladin, but it wouldn't be bad playing like maybe assassin to start, maybe barb. It's always fun having a barb on the team. Yeah, I don't hide when I'm a massive cheater. I know that it's a huge advantage being able to terrorize whatever I want. I know. You can't imagine playing this game solo cell phone. It's fun, dude. It's really fun. Especially at the start, like, especially when you're doing a grail. A grail at the start of solo cell phone is a lot of fun. You know, every item is exciting, and every run you're like hoping to get what you want. I don't know, something special about not being able to trade for your items. Horking behind guys is fun, yeah. You wait till everybody's gone and then hork. I hate trading because of social anxiety. Yeah, I hate trading because I'm always worried about like not getting a good enough deal. And so I end up holding on to my items and never trading them, which ironically is the worst deal. So like I always have a fear, like what if I found like a 320/20 or something insane like that and then sold it for way less than what it was worth? I would just be so embarrassed. And I'm just scared of getting scammed. What do you mean this guy just put a cap with a perfect emerald in the trade box? I thought that was a Shaco. Just takes so long to actually reach the critical mass of power level? Yeah. It definitely took a long time. I mean, when I started this account, we made a sorceress. Got through the game pretty quickly, but then did about... What did we do? Like 8,000 lower cross runs for runes for Enigma so I could make a paladin and start doing Ubers. And then later on we did like another 7,000 lower cross runs for the Infinity that I'm using. So it's rough, but it got a lot easier when I started streaming, because then I could do all this and chat with you guys, and it doesn't feel so mind-numbingly boring. Yeah, like Ben said, you're also not worried about like ladder timing, and it's the main reason I play single player is because I compare myself only to myself. So I'm not worried about anybody else and what they find or what they do. I'm a very big single player type of guy though. Like I like single player games a lot. I play a lot of RuneScape, and even then I'm not really doing any group stuff. I just like to play it alone. Iron Man style. Link the Grail playlist and tell everybody to catch up. Yeah, if you guys haven't seen the videos, check out the channel. And there's a bunch of loot videos on the Terrazone Andy we've done, and the lower Karas runs and everything. And I guess the next two videos are going to be the cows video, which so far is just going to be an empty video. Jesus Christ. And the pits and trap that we're doing. This ladder, you doing solo self-found traps in, and once you traded for Mosaic, it was like you're playing a totally different game. Yeah. Yeah, I guess you kind of get to a point where trading is almost necessary if you're not willing to put in the time for finding the runes. But to be honest, I mean, Mosaic is one of the easier things to find. Like, for how absolutely insane it is, it's pretty damn cheap. Like, I found all the runes for Mosaic very easily in Lower Cross, and we rolled a weapon rack that dropped greater talents. Like, we found this, which is +3 Phoenix Strike, and we found this, which is +3 Claws of Thunder, while we were finding the runes. It was so easy. 2 goals is insane for this power level. Like, they're pretty easy to find in Lower Karast. Plus, like, solo self-found can be harder, but it's a massive advantage having players count manipulation and the same maps every time. It's huge. Oh, look at those, man. Those are some nice resistance rolls. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking with the gold runes. Like, in my head, this is a contender for Chan and Zod. Make it really, really rare, you know what I mean? But hey, I'm not gonna complain. I love this build. It's a lot of fun. Gold runes definitely needed something. Yeah, don't get me wrong, but I feel like gold rune could have been used for flickering flame. Would have been a good option for gold. I don't think Vex really needed more utility. What else? Yeah, I think that probably would have been enough, really. Plus, I don't really hate the idea that the gold rune is half a Vex rune, right? And just using it for cubing, simply because I find gold rune is not really that rare. Maybe that's just me. It's always nice to have more utility than just cubing it up, but or instead of Mal, because Mal is already kind of useful, you could do like Gol Am Cham or something, like Gol Am, I don't know. I don't really think Jad and Burr need other uses, so I would say Cham or Zod. You mostly play single player too, you play online because you want to be able to trade. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, it's this account has hundreds and hundreds of hours on it, so if you're limited on time, single player is maybe not the way to go. But then again, some people play their account for years and years. Like, we haven't seen Pringles Man in a while, but Pringles Man has a Holy Grail going on single player, and he's been playing the account for like 4 years. That's the beauty about single player. I mean, it stays alive for as long as you want it to, right? Yeah, Mosaic cannot be frozen built into it. Needing 2 Cham runes? Why not, man? Cham has Plague. Yeah, I think that Mosaic would do well with Zod. I think it would be cool to be able to use ethereal bases as well. Like ethereal claw bases would be sick. And I think that Mosaic is definitely worth using 2 Zods on. Like, I think that it kind of balances out the power level. Make Zods more valuable too, right? Like, it would make Zods way more valuable. But how rare they are, you'd think that Zods would be worth like 2 job, but it's just not the case. But I'm cool with how this is. I don't really care. I don't really care that Mosaic is so strong for just gold. It does not bother me. Like we were talking about earlier, a lot of the different classes and builds have very viable, you know, builds right now. So can't complain too much about the current state, man. You love to see it. Whoa, come on, man. I know we just leveled, but that doesn't mean I'm trying to die. Christ. Man, we have not seen a single unearthed wand. Like, I wasn't expecting to get the death sweat, but at least let me just see a white unearthed wand. Give me a chance. Yeah, Zod and 2 trash runes would be good. Trapson got buffed. Yeah, I mean, everything elemental wise, everything in general got buffed with the Sunders. I do think that melee needs a huge buff though. Like, the obvious answer is just give it some AoE. But I don't know. Buff Whirlwind for sure. A Barb Helm rumor that lets Whirlwind proc on hit effects. Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. That would be really cool. Anything that buffs Whirlwind, absolutely down. Or honestly, just like a full Whirlwind rework and have it work well with bigger weapons, or have it scale with attack speed better, or or all of the above. I think you could do all of the above and it still wouldn't be as strong as Mosaic. So do me a favor, Blizzard, and just do it. Traps never had immunity issues because you had Light Sentry, Death Sentry, and Fire Bombs. Yeah, that's fair enough. Definitely more fun to be able to just not worry about having to switch to fire bombs or worry about corpses for Death Sentry. But I was always a fan of Lightning Sentry anyways. Yo, what's up, Jojo? Yeah. Little bit of a buff. Just another 3 hours of cows and 0 reward. But hey, we got a level. We're level 95. That is the highest level I've ever made to on any character. Because I'm a big noob. And that's pretty cool, man. I'm sure by the time we're done, we'll have like level 97 or so. Shouldn't be too hard. You kind of dislike that all the best builds are lightning. Yeah, I think it's just the way that lightning works, right? Like you can reach really high levels of damage. Nice, not bad. Shapeshifter and 6 decks. You can reach really high levels of damage. Plus, you can break the immunity pretty easily and reduce the damage, so, or the resistance. I think cold could use a buff. I wish Frozen Orb did more damage. I wish Tornado did more damage. Tornado and Hurricane. But Fire's pretty good. I mean, Fireball is insane. Fireball, Meteor. Hydra even got like a pretty good buff. Hydra's a lot of fun to play. I really enjoyed doing Hydra Orb when we were just starting the account and we needed the duality. Yeah, Frozen Arrow is insane. I was really impressed with how good Frozen Arrow was when we were leveling up the Amazon. That was crazy. And Enchant, yeah, Enchant is nuts. Enchant is nuts. Flickering Flame is pretty sweet. Phoenix is good, but it's such an expensive rune word. Yeah, Griff's is nice for sure. Griff's is... I like that though. Like, I like that Griff's is such a rewarding chase item. I really wish they would buff a lot of the high ticket items. Like, I wish that... Hey, an Ist rune from a chest. All right. Okay. We do need Ist runes. We just threw 5 into a Rune Master, so I'll take that. I wish that they would buff like Grandfather and Wind Force and Mang Songs and all of those items that are like really, really rare. Make them as good as Griffs in one way or another, you know? I don't know how. I would love to see the Grandfather be like the best in slot Whirlwind item. So maybe you give it something like that. Give it some Whirlwind buffs. Demon Machine Sorceress would do these cows twice as fast. I've never done an enchant source. I've never used Demon Machine, but you guys talk about it a lot. So I do not doubt it. Fireball Hydra. Yeah, Hydra's fun as hell, man. And Fireball is such a satisfying skill. Fireball has always been good. It's always been a really, really sweet skill. Yeah, we were doing normal cows with maxed out Holy Fire last week, and it was pretty crazy. Yeah, I'm really good at normal cows, guys. If you guys want, maybe I can make a guide on how to do normal cows on a level 95 character with endgame items. Make Infinity roll random on the element reduction. I actually kind of like that idea, yeah. That could be pretty sweet. You'd have a lot more self-wielding Infinity builds, I guess. That'd be kind of sick. I don't know how many builds would actually take advantage of that, but... Yeah, the pierce with the demon machine is pretty sweet. Throw the Razor Tail on. Such a great item. Razor Tail is such an underrated item. To me, anyways. Maybe I'm just the only person underrating it, but... There we go. Rune. We only have 3 Runes now, which is crazy. Swear we had more. You can see a Fisher Druid using Fire Infinity. Yeah, Fisher Druid using Fire Infinity with a flickering flame. Yeah. That could be a lot of fun. I like doing the Fire Druid. It falls off into hell, but if it was stronger, I could see myself using that over Tornado for sure. Mang Songs is the best weapon for a Fire Druid. That's not something I've ever heard before. It's interesting to think of Mang Songs being used. It's such a crazy cool item, but it doesn't feel like it has much use. Fire Druid is too much spam on the screen. Yeah, it's definitely up there in terms of eye melting capabilities. It's up there with the Mosaic. I kind of like it though. The fire doesn't hurt the eyes as much to me as the lightning. It is quite bright though, as we just saw from that firestorm. Definitely lights up the room, but hey. Fire light radius build maybe? Yeah. I love Mang Songs, but I mean, I love it in theory. I don't really know when I would use it. See, the thing is it's so rare too. Like the chances you getting Mang Songs before you have the other stuff that are like clearly more useful than it. That's kind of the problem. If it was a more common item, I could see maybe people using it early, but it's hard to make a staff useful in general. With Sorceress Orbs, it's like, it's just hard. If you're using Mang Songs, you're scaling the fire and the physical damage. Okay. I mean, hey, we have like 3. Maybe I should give that a shot. Would a Necro be good with self-wielding Poison Infinity? Probably not. You'd probably just want a Death's Web, right? I mean, you have lower resist already. You could use a Death's Web for 50% more poison damage. You probably wouldn't care about that. Yeah. I mean, everybody has a Death's Web, right? I've heard it's easy to find. Damn it. All right, guys. Last run before I got to take off. But appreciate everybody being here. For everybody that's kind of new to the stream, thanks for checking me out. I stream every Wednesday and every Sunday. So if you guys are around, I'll be there. Need to farm Maggot Lair. Yeah, right. Infinity helps with Corpse Explosion. Yeah, I don't even think Corpse Explosion really needs the help anyways. Jay, shut. Don't tell them. No. We gotta start these relationships off good. Come on. Pretend that I'm mega consistent. Like, wow, how does this guy do it, you know? Wow, we can't even get a Shaco. Only rare. Oh, the luck is not too great tonight, guys. But hey, we got 2 beams. We got the Mal Rune and we got the Ist Rune. Could have been worse. And we still have this run. This run could be the run. This could be the run. We got a Zod Rune, a Cham Rune, and a Death's Web all in one cow run. There's just something about farming cows, though. It's just so satisfying. The density, the mooing, you can't beat it. It really is a beautiful experience. And I feel like I'm always on the edge of my seat. Like, I feel like there's just so much potential from cows. Even when we're not finding anything, I'm still kind of sitting here like, oh, but what if? But what if, you know? What if you didn't suck? No. You love to see it, man. I really should start dual streaming on Twitch again. I don't know why I stopped other than everybody trying to sell me stuff. Come on, cows, you're almost done. Give me something. Twitch is lame. Yeah, Twitch is lame, but it's... I feel like it has a much higher live viewer base than YouTube. But it's almost impossible to get noticed, so... But the Twitch chat is fun, too. Like, there's I wish that the YouTube chat had Twitch chat related stuff. Like, if it had, like, channel points and stuff like that, it would be so much fun. Like, imagine you guys could just sit in the chat and gather channel points and then redeem them to force me to do Maggot Lair for an hour or something. Like, wouldn't that be fun? Not for me, but maybe for you. And that's really the only reason I would wish that I was doing as well on Twitch as here, just because the chat is much more interactive. But hey, man, we still have a good time here. I just don't do Maggot Lair. Ben, you have a #1 next to your name and for free, and no death web, so you don't have to come through on your fake promise, please. All right, guys. Again, thanks a lot for being here. Everybody that's new, if you're not in the Discord, I'm gonna drop a link in the chat. Come hang out. I'll be back on Sunday, and yeah, thanks a lot for hanging out, guys. Now I get to go see my wife for our 3-year anniversary. She's been waiting for me all night. Yeah, Ben, I try. All right, guys. Thanks a lot. See you next time.